Well, everyone, it is new window day, and so we thought we'd show you what we were dealing with a little bit. As you can see, we like blue and white. We like it a lot. So that's our setup. We just leave the nativity up year round because it's blue and white.
Hello.
But this is my mom's 1987 blinds. The pink or dusty rose, whatever you want to call it. Aren't they beautiful? And look how they're held up by clips. So
because they're so old that we can't even touch them or they fall apart.
Yeah.
So we've been clipping them up there.
So the plastic that's holding them up, and they're held up piece by piece, these little things.
The vertical blinds from the 80s.
So they're going away today, at least on this window. We still have to do the other window, but you can see condensation on the window. And this is where the water was coming in and filling up this whole ledge here, all of this. It's good to pull out your couch every once in a while because we don't get back here very much because the couch sits in front of it because it's kind of dirty.
Boy, does it need to be cleaned off.
So we'll be cleaning that too. But anyways, we'll give you an update when once the windows are done, and we're going to go get a shutter too for it. And in the meantime, this is a blanket I'm working on. Ta-da!
Very cute.
Got a little bit of mixture of everything, and I have a scarf I'm working on. Different team colors, that's my new thing. So, there you go. All right.
And all kinds of little pom-pom hair bows.
Yep.
Yay!
We asked our little girls yesterday from church, they were here, and if they liked them, and they loved them. So I think we've got a winner there. So, all right, we'll be back with you on the window, and we're going to do some other things. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to, let's see what kind of mess Sandy can make in the kitchen. Today I'm going to try a new recipe that I've not ever tried before. I have no idea how they taste, how they'll turn out, but I'm going to give it a go, darn it. They're 4-ingredient protein bars, and it's a paleo recipe. So I didn't have all the ingredients, but you know how I use recipes. It's, you know, whatever. I'll just make my own up. So one of the first ingredients is 1/2 cup of protein powder.
This is our favorite.
Absolutely. Okay. The recipe calls for 1/2 cup of, I can't remember what kind of flour.
I think it was coconut.
Coconut flour. So I'm just using our regular gluten-free flour.
This is some of the best gluten-free flour we've ever used.
This really, it's just like regular flour as far as
Doesn't
binding
fall
the
apart.
recipe. Yeah. So 1/2 cup of that. And 1/2 cup of honey. Well, actually, the recipe calls for maple syrup.
But that's not the way we do things.
Oh, I've told you before, the recipe is just a suggestion. How slowly can honey pour?
I feel like we should sing or something while we're waiting.
Do you know a honey song?
Yeah, actually from the 60s.
Which one?
Honey. Now I can't get the tune. Okay.
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to tell you later once I find it.
And I'm older than you are, and so I should know that song. All right. Okay, this ought to be the fun part, is getting this in here. I did this earlier. This is 2 cups. I think the recipe called for cashew butter. We have almond butter, so that's what I'm using.
So far we haven't used one ingredient the recipe called for.
No, we haven't.
Well, protein powder,
But they called for something else, and then it said that you can use whatever protein powder.
then you said thank you very much. I was going to.
Yeah. They don't recommend using whey protein powder, which I can't use anyway because it's whey is a product of dairy, and I have a very bad sensitivity to dairy. It doesn't treat my stomach nicely. So you're welcome. All right, 2 cups of almond butter. And then I'm going to blend this up really. Oh, wait, one more thing. The recipe called for to get a chocolate frosting, and I'm sure they meant something vegan and paleo and all that. And that was optional. I can't get this open. But I'm going to put in a bag of
chocolate nibs.
There. I'm going to put in a bag of Trader Joe's chocolate nibs instead of trying to use a
cacao nibs.
Yeah, or cacao nibs, yeah. I'm going to put those in there. Now this recipe, without the nibs, is 100 calories per bar. With the nibs, I figured out this morning, it should be about 146 calories per bar.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pause the video while I mix this up, and we'll be right back. Okay, I mixed this all up. That's what it looks like in the bowl. And now the instructions say to pat it in a 8x8 dish that's lined with parchment paper. But guess what? I don't have parchment paper, so I just put a good dose of our coconut oil in it. And we'll see what happens. And I'm just going to have to use my hands because this stuff is thick.
So I have to do a disclaimer on the song I was trying to hum. It was Sunny, not Honey, so I still don't know a Honey song.
In the 60s, she was just little.
I was very little.
Okay, let's pack this in here.
How long does it have to sit?
It has to go in the fridge. It says in the recipe it goes in the fridge for at least 40 minutes. So I think I'll leave it in for about an hour. And then it says that they should remain refrigerated.
I would think with all that almond butter, yeah.
Yeah, so that was one of the easiest recipes I've ever made. So I think that's all even. All right, that's all even, and I'm going to put it in the fridge for about an hour, and then we'll be back. This has been in the fridge for just a little less than an hour, just a couple of minutes less than an hour, actually. So I'm going to cut it. It says to cut it in 12 bars, so look, I'll cut it in the middle first. And cut that about in half.
How about 4 bars? That looks perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We haven't even tasted it yet. We might not even like it.
We might not.
Okay, let's go this way. I should have brought a napkin over here, and I didn't. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get one of these out of here. Try this one. This is probably why they said use parchment paper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it didn't come out too badly. Okay, let's just... One for you. Okay. What you think?
That's good. Yeah.
Actually, that's very good.
Yeah, it is. The maple syrup might give it a different flavor, not that I care, but
this is actually better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be really almondy tasting, and it's not that almondy tasting. It's is almondy a word?
It is now.
It sounds like a city somewhere.
If you ever watch MLB, they make up words all the time, the analysts. So everything ends with an AGE. It's fieldage, is that?
Fieldage or footage
or something.
Or whatever. But anyway.
And they're pros, so if they can do it, we can make up words.
So this isn't quite as almondy as I thought it would be, but it's actually pretty good, and it has to be very high in protein with all that almond butter in there, and not very low. I mean, it's not very high in calories.
Not at all. It'd be a great breakfast. Fill you up.
Yeah, you need to have a glass of something or a cup of something to drink with it, because It's stuck on the roof of my mouth. But anyway, if you try it, let us know. Comment below and let us know. And
if you actually try the real recipe, let us know.
Yeah. Recipes by Sandy. Make them up on the go.
I think the maple syrup would give it a lot different flavor, but that is good.
Yes. All right. Thanks for watching.
All right, so here we are. Our window is done. And nice guy. We go to the same people. Man, are they inexpensive. They do good work, and it doesn't cost very much for these windows. We've had almost all done. I think we said that we have 2 more to go, and generally the same guy who comes out, and he's just really friendly and talks to us, and we know a lot about him, and he knows a lot about us because he shares things and about his family and asks us questions, so we become friends, I guess. So 2 more windows to go, and then I guess he'll be out of our life. But we have to get a shutter for it, and maybe we'll show you that sometime and what that looks like. But really happy with the window. We're not quite out of being in the slums yet, I guess, because we're going to be putting up this over our window until we get the shutter.
We're going next week to get the shutter.
We haven't had time. As we said not too long ago, we are so busy. We haven't had the time to, and we even knew this was coming. But anyways, we're going to go make time sometime next week to finally get shutters. So we're very happy with that. And hopefully we'll be able to get the other 2 pretty soon. All right, thanks for joining again, and hopefully you'll enjoy our little impromptu windowing and our recipe for the day. And like and subscribe, and send your friends over if you think they'll enjoy us watching this. So have a great day.